Welcome to Mishna study Masechet Shabbat Perek Yutet Mishnah Aleph. Over here in this Perek, we're going to discuss all the laws of Brit Milah. Right, really, all the laws of Brit Milah come from this Perek. Rambam, Shulchan Aruch, everyone really gleans from it, and it's an interesting Perek. So we'll learn a lot along the way. Rabbi Eliezer comes and he says, "Im lo hevi keli me'ayrev Shabbat mevi'o beShabbat meguleh." If a person forgot to bring the kli, the knife, to cut for the brit milah, he forgot to bring it. The mohel forgot to bring the knife for the brit milah. He forgot to bring it on Friday. Now, usually you could prepare from Friday to bring whatever you need to the house on Shabbat for the brit milah. He forgot. He should bring it on Shabbat miguleh. Bring it, carry it in the Reshut Harabim, open, out in the public, so no one actually looks at him and says, "Oh, he's carrying on, he's trying to hide something that he's carrying." No, you bring it openly because you're allowed to go ahead and do so according to the Berit. Ubas kana, right, in a time of sakana when the goyim did not allow these bnei Israel to get a brit milah, so you don't want to go ahead and bring it out in the public. You can hide it, but you need to do so edim again, to cover himself, so everybody knows that he has nothing to hide. Right? That's Rabbi Eliezer. Now, we'll see Rabbi Akiva argues on this. Right? Rabbi Akiva is going to argue, and he's going to say, in general, you're not allowed to carry a knife on Shabbat because you should have done so beforehand. Right? If you didn't do it before on Friday, then you could bring it derech gagot. You could carry it from one rooftop to the next, right? From one Reshut Yachid to the next Reshut Yachid, but you can't carry it in Reshut Harabim according to Rabbi Akiva, and halacha is going to be like Rabbi Akiva. But firstly, we're going to continue. Rabbi Eliezer also said, go ahead and cut wood in order to make holes, in order to even make the knife, right? To make the iron for the knife. Rabbi Akiva comes and he says a rule, and he's going to argue now. Any melacha that you could have done before Shabbat, on Friday, it does not push off Shabbat. Milah, the Brit Milah itself, that you can't do. You can't do the Brit Milah on Friday. You can't do the Brit Milah on the seventh day. So that itself, right, Dohat Shabbat, that pushes off the Shabbat, where we're allowed to be, right, in general, there's an issue of Habala, right? You're drawing blood. You're not allowed to draw blood in general on Shabbat, but because the Brit Milah itself is not something you could have done from beforehand, therefore you're allowed to go ahead and do that on Shabbat, right? That's our Mishnah. Halacha is like Rabbi Akiva. You need to go ahead and prepare everything from beforehand, right? Whatever can be prepared from beforehand, you prepare from beforehand, and then in order to perform the actual Brit Milah on Shabbat.